Hello and welcome back, everyone. It's good to imagine your faces as you watch me play this game. Hi, everyone. It's Chris. Um, Here we are with my experimental episode 2. Here is Boaz in his newly kitted out gear. I just couldn't do the leather armor. I couldn't. I could. But then I remembered I'm supposed to also be showing off some mods. So, yeah. This is technically Dawn Guard armor, but I haven't joined the Dawn Guard yet, or anything like that. So I just like the look of it. It suits my character, and right here, I'm hiding from a dragon, because good lord, the mod always dragons, pretty consistent. You always have dragons. Uh, there's a There's one, that flies overhead in the last episode. I didn't comment on it, but there it was, and that's thanks to the mod Always Dragons. So here, I usually don't like to venture out without at least some enchantments on my armor, something, you know. And so here I'm just not ready to face a dragon, if you don't mind. I think I'm level 2, because I did some smithing, and that took my levels up. So I'm level 2. I'm not ready to face a dragon, especially on expert difficulty. Excellent kill cam. Didn't even know that wolf was there. He totally caught me by surprise, but thank God I had, thank goodness I had just equipped my bow. So what I'm doing right now, actually, as I'm passing Ember Shard Mine, and you can hear the guy sheath and unsheath his weapon. But what I'm doing is I'm running over to the Lakeview Manor house location, because another one of my mods is set up there. At every location where you can have a player home. And it's a cheat chest. I'm going to the cheat chest. So, if that bothers you, you should probably turn it off. But I hope you stay tuned, because I don't really go nuts. I mean, I get some supplies that I need, and that's what I'm heading over for. But I'm going to take a quick save here, because experience has shown me that this area is also very dangerous at level 2. Any given time. My last playthrough, I sat here avoiding a dragon that I think had followed me. There's guaranteed to always be some wolves or something, around here, just something. And yep, there we go. That lets me know that something hostile is nearby. Of course, that's what it's for. But yeah, I'm not going to go through the entire run sneaking. I mean, there will be some sneak. I'm going to sneak a little. And I did say this was going to be a spell sword, but he's more just a warrior. Let's just call him a warrior, because I am super good with archery. I mean, and I do love it. Everybody loves archery, don't you? I mean, especially in Skyrim. So here is the Lakeview Manor property, and here are my assemblage of cheat chests. Drop down a quick save, because I'm going to be exposed, and I'm going to start going through the important stuff, the stuff I really just want right now. So you'll see there's a wide array of things here. And these potions are purchasable from, the alchemist shops, and you can make them yourself, and I will make some later. But for right now, I always like to have a couple, like to have just the littlest edge. And that's one thing that I don't get from this as an RPG that I used to get from games I played growing up. And one of the things I would always do in those games was I would, as soon as possible, I would explore to the nearest region and get the next best armor or the next best grade weaponry. And that was one of my favorite things. And what's been replaced here in Skyrim, though, is I get to smith it and craft it and enchant it. And that is really part of what I really love about playing Skyrim. But so because there is no better, it's whatever you can create, and as your skills progress, so does everything else. So I like to have this stuff, and at this point, I don't even think that was my initial point, but I'm going to go with it. You just saw me snatch one of the main reasons I had this cheat chest down, which was because the amulets of infinite carry. And I'm going to tell you right now before I even do it, because it's super helpful. And again, most mods have some little thing that the creator wanted to put into it that they like themselves, some little aspect that you discover later on in the playthrough type thing. And one of the perks of the Amulet of Infinite Carry is that when you disenchant it, it kind of levels your enchanting to 100 like instantly. Yeah. In another mod I downstalled for diverse creatures, which I did later uninstall. And here's why. One of the alchemy items you could find was a Chorus antenna, and I ate it because that's how you alchemy. And I kid you not, the reason I uninstalled the mod was because it poisoned me. But it poisoned me for, I think it was like 26 real-world hours. So I went and I rested, and I rested for a whole day, you know. I came back to look. 1 hour was gone. I was going to have to do that 25 more times to keep my character, to keep the mod, and it just wasn't worth it to me. So I uninstalled the mod, and that was the end of that, because I was not looking to be poisoned for a month. That was not something I wanted. So I grabbed a couple things out of the chest, grabbed a couple of my favorite spell tomes, some veggie soup, some, here we are, Grand Soul Gems, yep, and in one of the mods that I use too, I can actually craft these, and it does go towards my smithing, but so I choose to grab them out of here to slow the pace of my smithing, or I can use it as a tool to increase my smithing if I want. If I really just want to be up there and get my smithing done and pop those levels, then yeah, I can smith money with the mod. I can smith soul gems, and those things, because of their sheer price, make your smithing go up really quickly as well. In my own time, when I'm not recording, I might more thoroughly go through this. I do have a couple spells that I like, and you're going to see some spells you might not even recognize here, and that is sheerly because I'm using a magic mod as well. And it changes the spells, and unfortunately you might recognize it. Hopefully you do, because the name of it is not on the tip of my tongue right now, and I didn't look before I started recording, so that's a my bad on my part. I will have that information for you later, because I'm fairly thorough and a little neurotic. Yeah, I suppose that's safe. Alright, so we're all kitted up. Let's get back out of here. Ooh, perfect timing. Excellent. And get those things. I love collecting my arrows. And listen, arrows, right? Smith arrows. If you want to smith and you want your smithing level up, smith some arrows. Sell arrows, carry arrows. This idea was given to me by another player that I watch on YouTube. Arrows weigh nothing, and you can sell tons of them. Lots of enemies have them, and it's an easy way to always have money. So you can carry tons of arrows. Even if you're not an archer, collect the arrows and just sell them. But not iron, because iron is worth garbage. And here I'm just taking my time, lining up the shot. Might as well. And it bounced off the rock. I thought I had that taken care of. Yeah, he didn't die instantly. Eek. That was a surprise. Alright, so we gotta hang on. Where's it going? Where's he going? Oh! Ha! Ha! Well, we don't have to do a thing then, do we? Nope. Let's just head on over there then and collect that conjuration skill book. Nope. I think we're gonna do it. Should we do it? No. No, let's just count our blessings. There were at least 3 wolves there, and it's still early days, early days. Alright, making sure I have these available. I just want to say, one of the spells that I just popped on was Mutagen, and that is a fantastic spell. You'll see me use it. It's great for if you're going to throw yourself into a battle. Just cast it, go into battle, you heal constantly for, I don't know, 30 seconds. So you can just take damage, you can do damage, and you're already healing yourself. It's the best. I just love it. And it does work pretty well towards leveling up your restoration. Oh, and here I've been waiting for this part. This is going to be a matter of contention for some people. I do like mining. And there I dropped my controller. But I do like mining. I like it. The animation gives me a couple seconds to do things I was waiting to do because I'm running around, and that requires both hands. So, yeah, occasionally I'll use that time to grab a drink or, pet my cat. Who knows? Anything. But I do let the animation play out. I'm not going to equip the pickaxe. However, I almost always enchant my pickaxes. Just in case. And, if I'm playing a straight up more vanilla playthrough and I really want money, I always pick up pickaxes and then I enchant them with like banish or something like that, and then I sell a pickaxe for a ridiculous amount of money. And pickaxes are everywhere, so you can always grab them, you can always enchant them, and even any enchantment will increase the price. So we have made it safely back here, and when I say back here, I'm referring to the player home that I use for the beginning of my playthroughs. And this does change. This is the one that I'm using right now, and I think it's called Bethelft, or Bethelft. I think we put too many consonants in that one, if you look at the lore, but who knows, The Dwemer may know. So this is it. It's right outside of Riverwood. You show up, there's a little convector in the corner, you grab the key, and now we're going to take a little tour as the end of this video to really showcase this mod. And my loading screens have gotten considerably longer since I started increasing the number of mods that I use. I'm playing on a PlayStation 4 Pro Spider-Man Edition, in case anybody cares. And it handles everything really well. I had no transition screens, no loading screens whatsoever. They would pop on, pop off, and then I started modding, and slowly my loading screens got longer and longer. And now they almost hit a minute sometimes, just loading. But my graphics I'm loving, so if I have to take a minute for a loading screen, sure. Salt storage. I love this house just for that. Salt storage. So yeah, I'm rambling, but not really showing off the house. Anyway, this is a fantastic little alchemy garden. Comes with the house. There's your little spider. He doesn't really do anything except tinker around. And that Spriggan statue creeped me the F out the first time I saw it. And I didn't see it right away. It took me a couple days. Back here's the bed. Some cool things, little statues and whatnot. Gleam Blossom, I'm going to grab one of those. Nirnroot singing away. Up here's a little bonus, which I'm going to disenchant the Archmage's robes. Woo! That's going to give me the Skein of Magnus, or just the Skein, whatever, I don't know. But it's pretty great. Reduces all spell cost by 25%. And thanks to another mod, I can put it on any piece of armor that I want. So we're going to have a lot of fun. I love playing. I love playing, and I don't know why. But so these are all just little things, little tableaus. You can steal the garlic bread from there. But most of this you can't really do anything with. They're just the scenery. Little cabinet of soul gems. You got one of each, filled and empty. And then over here, I love this. You start off with blessings, so you can take your pick right out of the gate. It's too early for the blessing of Talos, so let's go with Julianos for now. And then here's a couple things you can snatch off the table, but nothing really of value. And whole mess of books. None of them are skill books, but they're fun if you want to collect books. You've got a nice start going already here. God bless that. We're going to see that far too soon, because in most of my playthroughs, I really, because of my armor and my affinity for leveling up and smithing, I kind of break through a couple levels real quick. And I'll tell you now, I'm going to end up going to Faendal and just train with him to get my archery up a little bit. And so you'll see that coming. But this is going to be it. We're going to stick around and, well, we're going to come back for more in the next episode. I'll be better. Thanks.